Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Today I want to do just for myself, I'm going to do this cute design on a tea towel. And this is what is called Redwork. I didn't understand what Redwork was, and I honestly didn't even know anything about Redwork until I started working with SewArt. And in SewArt, there's an option to do Redwork, and I still haven't figured it out that well, like the right kind of images to use with that. And I'm working on it, excuse me. But in the meantime, I found some designs on the embroidery library page that I'm absolutely in love with, and this is one of them. And it's called the Country Sampler, and it's Redwork. And Redwork just means that everything is done in an outline, like a drawing with a red pen. That's all it is, but it just looks so pretty. There's also blue work and white work, I think. All the other color works. I have a 4x4 hoop, and unfortunately, this doesn't come in a 4x4 size, but it comes a little bit bigger, which is weird, but okay. So I went ahead and took it into SewWhatPro. I downloaded it, I bought it, I downloaded it, and then I opened up SewWhatPro, brought it into SewWhatPro, and brought it down to 3.9 so it would fit in my hoop. So this video is going to be seeing how that turns out. This is such a cute design. I can't say enough about it. I wouldn't change anything about it. I absolutely love this, and I cannot wait to see it on my tea towel. All right, with that being said, let's get started. Okay, I just wanted to take a second before we started our embroidery to show you these towels that I got. They're tea towels, but if you're like me, you do most of your, shopping at Walmart, which is the closest grocery store to me. Well, I guess Albertsons is close, but it's just expensive for the same stuff. Anyways, Walmart, these are the tea towels. And I use these for pressing cloths. I use them in the kitchen. I use them for everything. But as you can see, they're really thin. Okay? And these ones are ones from Amazon, from a company called Eat Supply. And they're still see-through, but they're not, it's different. These are very thin. It's not thick. Thick isn't the right word, but sturdy, I guess. It's really nice and uniform, and this is my favorite part. Okay, I don't even care about ironing. I hate ironing. But usually when I iron, I don't feel excited about it, but for some reason, ironing these towels makes me happy. They just iron so nice and smooth. Nice and easy. I'm not even putting any pressure down yet. And I usually spray starch down first on everything because my iron just never seems to get the wrinkles out. But look at that. Oh, it looks so pretty. So that's the corner we'll be doing our embroidery design in. All right, see you in a second. Okay, guys, before we get started, I just wanted to show you really quick that I use the soft stabilizer from Pellon. And I find that at Joann's, at our local Joann's. It's in a rack with, on the bolt. It's on the bolt in a rack with a bunch of other stabilizers and interfacing. Okay, and I just hoop that into my machine, into my hoop. I just put it into the hoop really easy. And then I use double-sided sticky tape. And the kind I use is Frost King, and it's for windows. For the window shrink kit, if you have an older house like I do, we put plastic over the windows in the winter. So I just put a piece of this over the top and on the bottom, okay? So it sticks to the stabilizer, but it also sticks to the top. But it's not super tacky, and it won't leave any residue, but it will hold our towel really nicely. Okay, and I might still pin on the sides, but I'm not going to. I hope I don't have to. I hope this stuff holds it good enough. Okay. All right, so I like it to be right in the corner, so I'm going to match up my corner with the bottom of my hoop. I'm really sorry about the shakiness of the camera. not something, it's always something else, right? Okay, so then we're just gonna kind of use our hands to press around, and we're gonna press this top down really good, and this bottom really good, okay? And like I said, the sides are have me a little concerned, but considering this is gonna be a light, fast stitch out, or it's supposed to be, it's not gonna make that big of a difference, I hope. So we will find out. This stuff works really good and it will hold. It just isn't holding on the sides. So I guess I can put some on the sides if I want to, some of the sticky tape, but I always worry about my foot hitting the side and my needle going into the sticky tape, and I don't want that. That will jam everything up and make me really upset. So it's all ready to go. I will meet you over at the machine. Okay guys, so I'm at my machine. I wanted to let you know, on a project like this, it might be best to use the same color thread because the fabric being so thin, it can, I'm sorry about my dog. The fabric being so thin, it can pull up the bobbin thread sometimes in some places, and so to avoid that, just use the same color bobbin thread. Okay guys, so it's finished. It is so cute. Oh my gosh. So it was a little bit more dense than the picture because, like I said, I had to resize it in SewWhatPro and make it an inch smaller all the way around. But look how cute that is! Oh my gosh. And the sticky tape was awesome. There we go. I didn't realize I was still zoomed in. So the sticky tape kept it. It didn't pull to the sides. Nothing got puckered. Everything was awesome. And there's your back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of the, I'm going to cut it out in a square first. And then I'm going to go through, because you don't want it to show too much of your stabilizer on the side with the tea towel, or I mean, yeah, on the front, you don't want to see too much of your stabilizer. And this stuff is small, or like thin and little, but you could probably still see it, especially if you use the Walmart tea towels. You will definitely see stabilizer. So with the Walmart tea towels, I would suggest sticking with really thin lines and using a wash away stabilizer, because that will look the best on those kind. You can do denser designs on it, but just know that your stabilizer is probably going to show through. Okay. All right, so then what else I'm going to do is, and I'll spare you guys from having to sit and watch it, I'm going to trim off all of my excess, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to trim out the bigger pieces of stabilizer, like this piece, because, let's see if you can see it. Oops. Oh, the tape stayed on this instead of on the stabilizer. So if you get your tape onto your actual project, just gently pull it off. No biggie. stick it somewhere else. Okay, so there it is, all done. Now in front of the light, actually the stabilizer is pretty great. Let's see if I can show you. So you can still see it if you hold it up to a light. That's my window, and you can still barely tell. So that's really cool, but that's my light, and in my light you can totally tell. Alrighty, so I hope that was helpful. This was, really fun for me. I'm going to be doing a series of them that I found on Embroidery Library, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the days of the weeks one. And I'm going to be sending that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be sending that to a friend that is in Houston who luckily was safe from the storm. She's pretty far away, but she did lose her kitchen and her kitchen floors and her walls and everything like that. So right now her church members are helping them get everything together. There's not a lot that we can do as friends, but we can create them some really nice things for whenever they can get back in their house.